Recently, I was approached by YouTube with a very big opportunity that I'm very, very excited about. I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, essentially, the same video is going to go up tomorrow on Degenerate Plays, talking about this as well with a couple of tweaks and, I guess, differences. Not going to be the exact same video, but pretty close. But I did want to say that I recorded this in regards to Degenerate Plays, my secondary channel. If you haven't checked that out, it's a really awesome place where we hang out, play games together, have a fun time, talk about stuff. If you've ever asked us to do a podcast, which I know some people have, it's essentially just a podcast split up into different parts while we play different games, hang out, talk about whatever, and have a good time. There's a lot of new stuff coming over there. We're going to be playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood soon. We're going to be playing Batman Arkham Matter of Family and all kinds of other stuff. But I hope you enjoy this video because it's very, very exciting to me, and it's opened up kind of a new opportunity for me that I think is really going to help. So thank you for watching. Let's hop into it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Degenerate Plays. I'm Jill. I got Degenerate Jay here with me.
Help.
And today we're going to be talking about this brand new thing that we're doing called channel memberships.
Before we get into it, I do want to say, because Jill is very gung-ho and quick to run through them, this is like our fourth time recording this. Here's the thing with channel memberships, okay? A lot of people don't know what they are. So Jill, can you kind of explain what they are and our thought process behind making them? Because I think a lot of people, this is not pointing at anybody, but a lot of people when they make memberships or when they make Patreon or when they make anything, the goal is basically, how do I do the same amount of work and basically make people pay for it? Mm-hmm. We didn't try and do that. We tried to add to the channel and be really meticulous with not taking away from general people's enjoyment.
So yeah, this isn't about cutting out content or anything, but basically what a channel membership is it's kind of like Patreon, but it's on YouTube, and you can buy these different tiers of things. Like the lowest one would be $4.99, and then the highest one would be $99.99. Or, you know, just $5 and $100, but, you know. But pretty much you get these different tiers of things and you'll get special rewards for the amount that you pay. So if you bought, like, the second tier, which was $10, you would get all of the rewards from the first tier and all of the rewards from the tier you're getting. And so everything previous.
Really always works that way.
Yeah.
Every tier up you get everything before. So I thought that maybe the easiest way for us to do this would be Jill and I are going to run through all of those tiers and kind of explain what they mean. But I do want to reiterate before we hop into them that we did work very, very hard to not cut content from the channel. In fact, some things are coming back because of channel memberships. There will be certain exclusive things, but they're not things that are already on the channel. So you're not going to miss out. Like the channel experience, if you don't choose to be a member, it's not going to change for you. You're going to be exactly the way it was, enjoying it the same way you always have.
However, if you do join the membership, you will get lots of extra things that are really cool that, you know, aren't going to impact your enjoyment of the channel if you don't get them, but will be super fun to have. Kind of like when you get Discord Nitro. Like, you can still use Discord and stuff, but like when you get Nitro, you can do more stuff, if that makes sense.
Right, or when you get Orange YouTube Premium. Oh, wait, okay, let's move on.
So, the first one for $5 is Friend of the Channel, and something that's really cool about this is I helped design all of the emojis that we're putting in. Right now, we can only do 4, but once we get more members, we're going to be able to add in more and more and more emojis, and they're going to be things that are based off the Let's Play channel, and things that are based off of things that we just generally like, and we could even take suggestions from you guys, especially like if you send them to us on Twitter.
Jill made me tell you that I do like Monster High. Frankie is there because I like Frankie.
You also like Sailor Moon, that's why some of them are going to be in there.
Right, but we're kind of doing a mix. Like there's one of Freak right now, there's one of
Nate
E. Norma Skok is in there as well. So there's going to be some fun little personalized emojis on this actual tier and loyalty badges. Here's the thing with loyalty badges. I didn't really know. I'm not going to undersell loyalty badges, but what I will say is that YouTube has their own loyalty badge system. You can do personalized ones, and maybe at some point we will. However, I thought the YouTube loyalty badges were better than the ones that I was trying to make.
I think they look really nice. They're pretty colors and they're stars, and they pretty much just show people, like, what level you are.
Well, how long you've been a member, at least. And I think one thing I forgot to mention here is the exclusive Discord channel that I think you can talk about. It's going to be shared with Patreon.
Oh, that one's going to be very exciting. So everybody probably knows that we have a Discord server. We link it in every video. And typically you can have, just the normal channels that you go in. But I have some special secret channels that are in like the cool kids only area. And I was going to make it so people who are, the super high level on Discord, or the people who are from Patreon and the people who are members of the YouTube can like play exclusive games and be in a special Discord chat where they can talk. And sometimes Degenerate J will be in there. Which will be pretty cool, because sometimes you'll be able to talk to your icon, your favorite hero.
Okay, I hate that shit.
So the next one we have is Initiate. It's the $10 one. The first one was Friend of the Channel. This one would be Initiate of the channel.
You're no longer my friend.
That makes sense.
You've graduated above that.
So for this one, you would get perks from the previous levels, you get early access to new videos, and you'll get photo and status updates. So why don't you explain what the early access to new videos would be?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I occasionally need to take breaks from this channel, both channels really, in order to edit. I'm working like 60 hours a week minimum, usually more, probably close to 80. Jill thinks sometimes I work more than that. It's very possible.
Some days we don't get to spend time with each other at all.
Yeah, yesterday I worked just 14 hours.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Great.
But here's the thing with the Initiate perk and with the early access to new videos. This does not mean, hey, by the way, at the $10 tier, we're going to push everyone else back. Like, I'm going to take 5 days off so that I can get you ahead a day. Mm-hmm. We worked ahead to be able to edit ahead of time so that people would be able to get videos a day ahead if they are a member at this tier or above, but so that if they aren't, it's not going to change. So basically, if you are seeing videos right now, it's going to be the same Let's Play upload schedule as right now if you're just a normal person. However, if you are a member, you'll get them 1 day early.
Yeah, if you're really, really excited to see our new videos, which you totally should be, because Elden Ring and our new Monster High Let's Play we're going to do and Silent Hill are super cool and really awesome.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
And our Assassin's Creed Let's Plays, they're all really fun. I love watching all of them. So if you want to get a new video earlier than everybody else, there's, that it's there for you. Just got to pay $10. Plus you'll get all of the emojis and the exclusive Discord channel. So pretty much after that, it'll be $20 and you'll get the Apprentice of the channel tier, which is, you get all the perks from the previous levels, which is like the early access and all that stuff. But for this one, which I'm really excited about, you will get discounted merchandise on my Enchanted Glamour website.
Oh, I thought it was the official DJ plugs.
Well, here's the thing. With my Enchanted Glamour website, I'm branching out from just jewelry. I'm going to be posting some really awesome stuff that a lot of you comic book fans and other types of...
nerdy people?
Yes,
individuals of pop culture?
Nerdy, geeky kind of people.
POCs, people of culture.
Yes, I think a lot of you guys would absolutely love it. So please just get ready for that. You can get a discount. That's going to be super awesome. And then after that, you're going to get exclusive members only videos.
Now here's where I need to jump in, because Jay, I thought you said that you weren't cutting people out of content. What gives? Before we get there, I need to say that with members only videos, this is not taking away from videos we already do. What is this? This is essentially the same kind of stuff that I give to Patreon for the main channel. It's basically bloopers, things that maybe, I don't want to say didn't make the cut because they're bad, but either didn't make the cut because they were canceled Let's Plays. I actually have, I don't want to get into drama, but I have a canceled Let's Play that maybe at some point Jill could edit some of that we had already recorded with someone that we don't really talk to anymore. I think Jill knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and we also had a couple of Let's Plays that we stopped doing, I think, didn't we? But then you had like a little bit of extra, kind of like when in Medieval you guys were going around doing the souls and stuff.
So basically it's extra videos. It's things that either weren't for the how do I say it? It's not like they weren't for the channel, but they just didn't get here.
Yeah.
Basically something happened, or we had to restart, or maybe there's bloopers, or maybe there's extra footage. Sometimes,
or maybe a joke was too spicy.
Well, we're going to be a little careful with that still, because I still have to go by terms of service. But yes, basically there's going to be stuff there that's additional. And I always want to stress additional, because I don't want this. So here's the thing. Perfect example of this, right? Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you used to get all the guns, and you'd get the maps, and you get all that stuff, right? And then after a while, they added to it. If you got the season pass and stuff like that, you'd get more. Now, it's like you get less in the base game, and they want you to buy stuff on top of it.
But we're not doing that.
We're not doing that one.
No.
What we're trying to do is the middle one, where it's like you get the full game, you get everything enjoyable about it, but hey, if you want more...
Like a DLC.
The option is out there to get more. Not stuff that we cut out in order to sell to you, but more stuff. So our goal is going to be working smarter, not harder on this. And what I mean by that is I can't increase the amount of hours a week I work. I just physically can't do it. So my goal is to kind of move things around, work a little smarter on things in order to be able to do this, and get you exclusive stuff. It's not going to be overboard. It's not going to be like 24 videos a week and boy, you missed them if you're not willing to pay $20 a month. What's wrong with you?
But it's going to be some super fun stuff.
I couldn't even do that if I wanted to, by the way.
But we are going to do some really fun stuff that I think people will really enjoy and feel like they got their money's worth out of. And the next one that I'm really, really excited to talk about is the night of the channel. If
you don't say you're really, really, really excited for the final one, I'm going to call you out because the Fibonacci sequence will not be complete.
So this one is $49.99 or $50. Pretty much you get all of the perks from the previous levels. However, you get even more of an increased discount on merchandise only on enchantedglamour.com.
Is that 2% instead of 1%, Jill?
No!
I'm just kidding.
No, but you get an even more discounted merchandise. It's going to be really awesome because I know a lot of people have a hard time paying for shipping in this economy. So, you know, a little bit of an extra discount really helps with that stuff, and you're not going to be losing any quality from it, I promise.
Pay the money here instead of on shipping, right? No,
Pretty much.
Here's the thing with the night tier that I do want to say too here real quick, is that with the merchandise, I think you mentioned it slightly with like going into pop culture. We've already mentioned we're going to be repurposing comic books that were basically going to go to landfills. They were going to be thrown out or recycled or whatever. And honestly, most of that paper that gets recycled, it doesn't get recycled.
It gets thrown out, yeah.
Some of it gets recycled, but a lot of those comic books, they just end up buried in the ground.
Especially depending on the kind of ink that they put into the paper, because some types of ink can't be recycled into anything new.
Especially old ink.
Yeah.
So then the thing is with that is that we are not, so how do I say this? Our goal with that is to preserve stuff, to use a tiny portion of some other media to create something totally transformative and new. For example, Jill has found comic book pages that she's cut a panel out of and salvaged that art that an artist was paid for years ago, long done, but it was
long time ago.
But it was going in a landfill now, and we turned it into something like a transformative keychain or a coaster or something like that that helps you, you know, support the channel, but also enjoy something that you like. It's basically a way to recycle, reuse, and enjoy that stuff instead of it just dying. And I think that that's something that's very important to Jill. And the reason that I want to fit, Jill is almost jumping down my throat to jump in the middle here. But let me just say, reusing is really important to Jill. And that might sound like, oh, a freaking commie like wants to save the world. But what I mean by that is Jill reuses packaging materials that we get in the mail. Jill reuses envelopes that we get in the mail in order to send stuff out. Jill reuses any materials she can to make stuff. I don't want to call it like found item or reclaimed item, but it really kind of is like that. I mean,
something I also do is I will go to garage sales during the summer, and stuff that is like beads and such things, they're probably going to be just throwing away after the garage sale that they're, you know, might not sell.
It's a last-ditch effort to get rid of them before they go in the trash.
So I buy a lot of those things before they go end up in the trash, because especially like tiny beads, if those end up in the ocean, sea turtle's gonna choke on that.
Or Ariel. You never know, like Ariel might end up with a piercing down there that she didn't even want.
Oh my.
We're just worried about it, and we're trying to help out the ocean.
So something that is really important to me is like recycling things and trying my best to keep things out of the ocean, because I've always been a huge fan of the ocean. I grew up in Maine and I love it. So that's something that's really special to me, and every time you buy from me, you're helping support that.
And the reason I wanted to mention that so badly here is because if people have watched to this point, they probably do care about that kind of stuff, and they care about your interests and my interests, and that's a really great way. Both these tiers and Enchanted Glamour, the website, are good ways to help support us. And there's stuff, we do stuff for everybody. Like, we do girly games on the Let's Play channel. We do manly games on the Let's Play channel. I don't think there should be such a thing, but we do. We do fun, constructive stuff. We do...
I try to make sure that my deliveries are carbon neutral by sending them out through Shopify.
And Jill also does a lot of stuff with reclaiming, and she does jewelry on her Enchanted Glamour site. She does personalized pet paintings that are going up soon. She does those pop culture reclaimed items. So what I'm saying is, our goal has really been to diversify and branch out and offer something for everyone without doing the age-old adage of if you aim at everyone, you get no one. Mm-hmm. We're trying to do special stuff for different types of people while still hitting you, the main viewer. Even if you're this far and you're not paying, you know what's interesting? The 15 minutes you watched this helps us.
Yeah.
Those things help us and people don't know it. The watch time, the likes, the comments, that stuff is as important, if not even more important, than giving money to the channel, because that's what keeps it alive. And I think a lot of people don't know how special that stuff is.
Even just going to my website and pressing copy link on something shows the algorithm on the site, hey, people like this and are sharing this, let's show it to more people.
Yeah.
You know, so even doing free stuff like that, it means a ton to us and it helps us out a lot. So the last tier that
we didn't finish here. There's also member
sorry.
shout-outs with this, I want to mention, and priority reply to comments.
Oh, those ones are very exciting. So you're going to be looking at the comments, and I'm pretty sure the people who own this one are going to have a special badge next to their name, and then you're going to be able to see them and reply to them best you can. Try to reply to all of the badge people's comments.
And I already try to reply to as many comments as I can, but I am one person, so that's going to make it a lot easier to get to that, because that doesn't mean like, oh, they're the only ones who matter. It just means, think about it. If someone's giving you $50 a month, you want to pay a little more attention and try and get to what they're saying. And with that too, I think I want to mention the shout outs, because I need to look at it a little bit. You're going to hear me click because YouTube, oh, that's right. This is a picture, whoops. YouTube is weird with this, but basically, so for 2 tiers, there are different shout outs. At the $50 tier, I actually remembered, this is in the final part of different Let's Plays. While you are a member, we will mention you and say thank you. This is like, hey, listen, this whole Let's Play, thanks to you. Thanks to you being a member, and we appreciate it. Now Jill can move on to the final tier, because I have another shout out to mention with that.
So I'm really Fibonacci excited for the master of the channel. It's $100. It's the big one. You get all of the perks from everything else, everything that we talked about in this video. Plus, you get some really awesome stuff. One of the things that I'm really excited about is the fact that we're going to have these member-only polls where you can send us suggestions, and then we'll have a poll for video games that we're going to do on a stream once a month. And so pretty much you get to pick our video game that we play on the stream, whether it's me and Jay, or Jay and Nate, or, you know, anybody else. Usually Degenerate Jay is going to be in there.
It has to be age appropriate for YouTube, though.
Yes.
What I mean by that is, it's not that it can't be like Mortal Kombat or something, but I can't go on, you know, like Nataku and play like a hardcore Ahagao game because you voted for it. I need something that's YouTube appropriate. But what I will say about that is, yes, Jill said it's members only polls. That is true. However, there is one thing with that. If there were 2 members at the master tier and we had a 50-50 split, then it hits the point where either I have to choose or I have to bring that poll to the general audience. My goal is to bring that poll down through the tiers to like down to the general audience and stuff, so that anybody can answer it if we have a split. So if we don't have a split, if we had like 4 channel members at this goal, and basically 3 of them picked Mortal Kombat 10 and 1 picked 11, we're playing 10. But if it was 2 and 2, it'll be up to everyone to help decide.
Speaking of general audience, this is not just going to be a members-only stream. Everybody's going to be able to watch the stream. It's just the members get a little bit higher priority on picking the game.
Yeah, picking the game. That's really all it is. And you know what? I talked to Nate, and we want to bring live streaming back, really to both channels, but mainly to this one. And what we'll probably do is 2 or 3 streams a month. That's my goal. Maybe sometimes it'll be more. Maybe sometimes it'll be less. I'm not going to commit to like these Twitch streamers who are like every day from 8 to 8 I'm streaming.
That would be too much for even me.
That's not me. I have really bad social anxiety and stuff with streams and other problems that are my problem. But our goal is to bring them back. It's just that one of those a month will be where the people at the master tier can pick a game.
So we're also going to have some more member shoutouts. So pretty much at the first part of the Let's Play, you're going to be talking about all of the awesome people who are at the $100 tier, and as well as the last part of the Let's Play, right?
Well, essentially, yes. I mean, both. But yeah, it's really just this bumps them up because they have the previous perks. but then they also get mentioned in the first part. And I hope your name isn't like Freak Liquor 32 or something.
Oh my.
But hey, you know what? It's got to be an appropriate enough name that I can say it. I always say this with Patreon. I say it with everything. I just need to not get banned. So if your name is like N-word Destroyer 32, I can't say your name. So just know that.
Well, you could say N-word Destroyer 32.
I probably shouldn't. Just know that. Make sure that your name is something that's not absolute insanity in the vein of I can't say it.
Okay.
And you will be in these. Because if it is something like that, I can't do anything about it. Then you're paying for something you can't get. So don't do that. I have to address that here. But this stuff is all very fun. I thought Jill was going to jump in, but then she just picked her nose.
No, I was scratching my lip. I was going to jump in, though. I was going to mention, that I'm just very excited for all of this. I think that you guys are really going to enjoy this. We're probably going to see about adding some more perks at some point if we can.
More emojis for sure. When we
Definitely
get
more emojis. But for right now, I think you got some pretty cool stuff. And I'm really excited for you guys to check it all out. I hope that you enjoy the discounted merchandise when you get there.
Nate's suggestion of an explicit video of T and I every week at the top tier is sadly not doable. I've looked into it very deeply and thoroughly, both with T, like in practice, and also into the rules. Can't do that, but I think this is the next best thing.
I think that you could probably try to put it on OnlyFans.
No, we can't do that.
We
can't do that. We can't plug that here.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video and watching all the way through. I hope that you guys are super excited for this, because I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome. I think it's really worth your money.
Jill's so excited she made me re-record this because she didn't think I sounded excited enough.
Well, you just sounded a little sad, and I want everybody to know that it's really awesome, and I want everybody to know that my new website, Enchanted Glamour, is really awesome, so please go check that out.
Glamor.
Yeah, that's the American spelling. The UK spelling, and also usually the more popular spelling is O-U-R, but I wanted to do it more of the American one, also,
Well, it's because, think about this, it's Enchanted, and it's glam, or it's more. Because it's Enchanted Glam, or more.
I think the other spelling was taken on Etsy when I first made it.
Or more. Pop culture, personalized pet paintings, or more.
So anyway, I hope you guys check it out. I will be having my new stuff on very soon. I'm a little bit of a slow artist because
Turn this into about you.
Well, these things take time, and I'm really excited. So I hope you guys all check out the memberships. I hope you guys keep checking out the Let's Plays, because we're doing some really awesome new ones soon. I'm really excited for our new Monster High Let's Play. I think you guys are going to love it. So, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you watched all the way through, and would you like to say anything?
No, I appreciate all of you very much. Whether you decide to join the memberships or not, it means a lot to me, and YouTube approached me personally to do this. My goal was I'm not going to do it if it's going to make the channel worse. I spent a lot of hours with Jill trying not to do that, and I genuinely think we succeeded.
I think
really
we did a good job. So let us know any suggestions too in the comments if you have any, and I hope you all stay shway.
Yeah, have a good day.